Hello everyone. Welcome to our monthly set strategies for the month of November. Before I go to the outlook for the month of November, I would like to wrap a bit up about the October performance of Thai stock markets first. It's quite an impressive month of Thai stock market in the month of October as it rose around 45 points or up 3.4%. Closed near 1400 levels and even traded above 1400 level during the month. What's about this month for the month of November? I would like to present three key factors to move the market for this month. The first one is the monetary policy direction signal from the major global central bank. For sure, the first one would be the FOMC, US FOMC, or Federal Reserve Movement. Actually, it is no meetings, no FOMC meetings in the month of November. However, the important one would be held on the mid of December, and it still have a chance that the interest rates lift off will be started by the end of this year. So we think the investor will keep a close watch on these factors. So the economic data seems essential to influence the market sentiments on the rate hike timings. So this factor would be cause a high volatilities in the stock market movement along the ways, especially after the end of third quarter earnings season, which we expect the investor to turn to find other factors to dictate the market sentiments or market movement. So this would be one of the key factors that market will turn to focus on. Another monetary policy directions would be from the Europe side on the ECB, and as like the FOMC, it would not have the meetings for the month of November, but the last meeting on the October 22nd has gave the market the prospect of the additional QE measure. So this would be considered as the supporting factor to the market, and as well as the PBOC from the China front, as after the economic data lately from China seems continuing shows the sign of the slowdowns. So the market seems expect more stimulus measure from the China government and also from the PBOC. That would be the supporting factor to the market sentiment, or at least cushion the loss from the market along the ways. And the last monetary policy directions would be from Thailand, the Monetary Policy Committees, and the Mpc Meetings is due to meet on November the 4th. We expect the reference rate would be kept unchanged at 1.5%, as the Dr. Virathai Santipapov, a newly appointed governor, always mentions that the current interest rate level is appropriate to our economic conditions. So we don't expect they will have such a large to move or change in the policy or the monetary policy at the moment. So it's likely to be kept unchanged at 1.5%. The second key factor for the market to watch is the progress in the government's investment project and 4G auctions. The 1800 spectrum license is due to bid on November 11th, and the 1900 spectrum license bidding date has just been postponed to the December 15th, a little bit longer than expected, around 1 month. It's not so bad. We think that it's still in the range that they said earlier. They just move up and down, so the range is still acceptable, we think. So it could be a positive factor to the market if we can see the progress of the bidding, the project biddings. And the third key factor for the market to watch is the inflow from the long-term equity funds, which likely to pick up in November and hit the highest of the year in December. On average, the inflow for the last 2 months of the year would be around 20 billion baht. Mostly will be on December. So this would be one of the key factors to support the market and also push the market up by the end of years. So in sum, for Thai stock market in November, we expect to see a sideways down on concerns over the third quarter earnings season. For the third quarter earnings season, it's pretty unexciting quarter for Thai's listed company, as so many key sectors like energy or telecom or even bank that has already announced the earnings. So it seems not quite so impressive for in third quarters. However, we think the downside room could be limited as progress in the government investment project and the liquidity injection from the year-end long-term equity funds buying should help temper the market slide, as said earlier. So we expect the limited downside of the set index to around 1360 point, and the resistance level would be around 1430s. For the investment strategies, for short-term trading ideas, we see that any market dip was 1360 to 1380 points as a good opportunities to accumulate positions with focus on the earning play. Have to selective for the share those expect to announce the impressive earnings like Asifa or Asia Aviation or AV, AOT or Airport of Thailand or Siam Future Developments or SF. On the other hand, the interesting investment themes at play for a longer investment horizons of more than 1 month until year-end, including the government investment story. We like Chogan Chang, Siam Cement or SCC and Advanced Info Service. And also the short-term stimulus measures from the government. Some share we expect it's as the beneficiaries from the short-term stimulus measure from the government, like the beauty or beauty communities and Sea Sawat Power 1979 or Sawat. So this is all our pick in our model portfolio. And for the month of November, we also have the additional picks to our model portfolio. 3 of them will give you more details. Today is the beauty communities, TMB Bank, and Thai Oil Public Company Limited.
And for the stock picks for the month of November, the first one's the beauty. We recommend to play on the earnings, and it seems like in the third quarter's performance will be beat up the overall economics. Third quarter profit growth is bucking the slowing economies. We expect the beauty's profit growth as around 19% to 96 million baht. This is bucking the overall trend in the retailer industry. Most of the profit rise was driven by impressive growth of the same-store sales growth of 11%, and also the new outlet expansion. And also, the company is looking for two new strategies to drive the growth ahead. Is online sales and overseas sales. The first one is the online sale has increased significantly after the upgrade of its online sales system. Secondly, in the overseas market expansion, and they are very serious to expand in the CLMV market, and so-called is the Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam, and the company has targeted the Vietnam to be its second biggest market behind Thailand. And we have a very bullish view on the beauty as a topic in the retail space, based on its effective strategies to increase the sales. We are recommend buy on the beauty with a target price of the 5.3 baht a share. The second one is TMB, Thai Military Banks. We are we see the sequential improvement in the fundamental factors. The first one is the loan growth. The company is able to push the loan growth about 6.9%. This compared to the industrial average of 9.3%, 3.4% year to date. The loan growth performance is quite outperform the overall sector. And also the company, the Thai TMB has moved its focus to the high-yielding SME loans, and in the same time they increase the proportion of the saving and the current deposit, which has a low interest rate. This will increase the net interest margin. And also in the NPL size, they manage the NPL on a steady decline. Even though the overall economies has pushed the NPL in the banking sector higher, but for the TMB they can manage to bring down the NPL down to 3%, which is below the industrial average of 3.3%. This is due to the effective strategy to cut NPL, and also the bank's excess reserve also remain high, with the NPL coverage ratio up to the 146%. This is well above the industrial average of only 115%. This is quite a very outperforming fundamental factor for the TMB. We see the target price at the 2.8 baht a share. The last one is the top Thai oil public company. We see the earnings in the third quarters bottoming out in the third quarter. Maybe the third quarter is expected to be the lowest quarterly earnings for the years. And nonetheless, in the third quarters, we expect the loss of 2.4 billion. This is due to the lower GRM, and also the inventory and the FX losses. In our estimate, the third quarter is expected to be the lowest of the years, as we see some of the GRM is already picked up in the fourth quarter, and we also see the FX loss in the fourth quarter is quite minimal compared to the last quarter. And also when we looking at in the financial year 2016 or next year, the commercial startup of the 100,000 tons per year of the LAB and the 239 megawatt SPP, which will be start in the second quarter of next year, will be a key engine of growth for the next year. And we expect both plants will generate the annual profit about 1.2 billion baht with 1.2 billion baht a year. The stock has come down 4% in a share in the past few months, and now they are trading at a 1.1 price per book multiples, and this one is the level is very close to the lower band of the price per book average for the year of 2012 to 2014. So we are trading at the very lowest band of the price per books for the last 2 or 3 years. So now is maybe is a bargain hunting price, and we recommend buy on this one, and with a target price of 67 baht a share. That would be all for this month, and we will see you next month. Thank you.